Okay, so what we have here is 5 English pounds, or British pounds, or UK pounds. Now the equivalent in euros is 5.74, and in US dollars $5.65. I've just been to Lidl. It could have been Aldi, and bear in mind I'm not sponsored by these people. So let me explain. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tins of beans. Now 1 tin of beans could make you a meal in a day if you were desperate. Then we've got tomatoes. I think the tomatoes are coming out. One of the tomatoes are like 28p for 1 tin. And the mushy peas. The mushy peas is okay if you're desperate. But in the black country where we live, we like mushy peas anyway. We have them with chips, we have them with other meat products. Now if you take the pasta, I think the pasta was really cheap. It's I got it at 32p. Now I know for a fact 1 bag of pasta will make a meal for 2 people twice. So basically there's 4 helpings, adult helpings in 1 bag. Now the rice, and the rice is 45p for 1 bag. Now I'm telling you something, that will make even more. That will probably make 3 times as much as what the pasta would. It soaks up a lot of water and it's quite filling. So of course, if you've got pasta and you've got tomatoes, then you've got something you could eat. And you can also mix the other things up if you want to. My point here is basically for £5, you could possibly have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, possibly even more, 12. I would say more than 12 meals myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I would say easily 12 meals. All for £5, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not trying to panic you or nothing, but just for instance, we had a pandemic. Food went short on the shelves, especially the pasta. Nobody needs to panic buy, but my advice to you would be to get an extra couple of tins. It could be 2 tins of beans, tomatoes, it could be 1 packet of pasta or spaghetti. The spaghetti is probably as good, but it's probably even cheaper just for the little packets of spaghetti. So for the sake of like £5, you've got probably, you could survive on that for a week if you were desperate. So you imagine what £50 would do, right? You would probably have a few months, a month at least, of food for £50, I would have thought. But anyway, it's just a thought. Because when food does become a bit scarce, which it probably will, the way things are going, if you read between the lines, then when people are panic buying and trying to get food and the shelves are empty, you could hold back, wait for the queues to die down in a couple of days, and survive quite nicely with your food. And you have not got to panic buy. That's the whole secret. You have got to common sense buy. Just a little bit extra. Food like this, which will last for years, if not opened. And even after the sell-by date, you can probably open these foods, especially the tins. You could probably open them 5 or 10 years later than the sell-by date and eat them perfectly safely. Now, don't take my word for it. I'm no genius, no doctor, no scientist, but just going off what other information I've researched online, it does seem quite possible that you could open these and eat them and enjoy them in years to come. So there you go. Simple as that. I'll leave you with that thought.